Hi class, welcome to week 4 in Financial Crimes 2. This is Professor Dunaway. Hope you're all having a great weekend. I am posting this on Sunday, September 22nd, so hopefully you're enjoying your weekend. So your assignment is due this evening, so if you have not already requested an extension, you don't turn it in on time, you will get a late penalty, but you should still contact me because we can freeze the penalty for a few days if you do need more time. So if you have not already requested an extension and you think you're going to miss tonight, it's best still to be in touch with me and email me so I know what's going on. And then again, we can also freeze it for a few days so that it won't increase if you do need that extra time. So just email me. And since they are due this evening, I will grade them and get your grades posted by Wednesday evening of this week. All right, so last week, week 3, you learned about fraud. So let's start with the learning objectives. So after working through the materials, you should now be able to discuss the legal concept of fraud and also the many categories of fraud and the extent of employee and employer fraud. And then you should also be able to analyze the importance of an anti-fraud response plan and its component elements. There were 3 readings that we had posted for you. And then there was also a YouTube video that Dr. Monroe wanted you to take a look at. And then he had 3 videos as well, the intro to fraud, categories of fraud, and the anti-fraud response plan. So hopefully you were able to look at all that. And this week, for week 4, we will be discussing computer crimes. So once again, So the learning objectives for week 4, as you're working through everything, you'll want to be able to discuss how computers and networks are used in a variety of crimes and frauds, and then also the extent of damages that can result. You'll want to be able to define and discuss computer fraud, net crime, cyber terrorism, and information warfare. You'll also want to be able to analyze the federal legislation, such as the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. And then finally, be able to identify the purpose and component parts of an information technology audit. So there are, when you click into the reading for this week, you'll see there's several articles or 6 articles posted. Some say read, some say review. So again, we know it's a lot. The ones that we want that say read, we'd like you to read as much as possible. And then review the others to kind of get the gist of what they're talking about. And then there are 2 videos that Dr. Monroe posted here, Computer Crimes Part 1 and Computer Crimes Part 2. So 2 videos for the week, the 6 readings, and then also again, review the learning objectives. And then next week for week 5, we will be discussing identity crime. So that's all I have. So then just to recap, your assignment is due this evening. Again, if you have not already requested an extension, please reach out to me. And if you feel you're not going to get it in tonight and you haven't already requested an extension, it's best to be in touch. If you're going to get it in the next day or 2, then you can just turn it in. But if you're up against something with work or and you might need more time, again, we can freeze the penalty for a few days. So post the discussion forum this week, do the reading, watch the videos, and then optional office hours this week. This is the final week with Dr. Monroe. He will be holding them Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. And then looking ahead, your next assignment, after the one that's due this evening, your next assignment is due in 2 weeks, so it's the end of week 5, which is October 6th. So just looking ahead to that. And I think that's everything. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. And if I don't hear from you, again, I will be posting your grades by Wednesday evening. And other than that, if I don't hear from you, I will be talking to you next week, and I hope you all have a great week. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.